Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and I am bringing you a SIMORGH, or however you say this wacky archetype. I'm gonna just say SIMORGH. So I'm bringing you a SIMORGH deck finally. Now I was digging for a third Bird of Bringing, because he's just a basic search, and he works out really well. Optimizing the deck. I did not get 3, I only have 2. I definitely have 3 of Darkness, but like I said, only 2 Bird of Bringing. I was trying to wait to make this video until I had 3. I don't think I'm going to get 3. I think I'm going to stop digging for this card. But that does not mean it's not cool or awesome. It just means my deck's a little suboptimal. If I had 3 Bird of Bringing, I would make room for 3 Bird of Bringing. But right now, we're not going to worry about it too much. We're going to play this deck. We're going to play level dupe for a couple of reasons. And we're going to just go crazy with these birds. So this deck is full of lots of mini combos, guys. Sorry, let me get you an extra deck in just 1 second. But like I said, this deck is full of a lot of mini combos. All it does is 2-card, 3-card combo itself to sleep. That's why we're using things like Wheeldr. Whenever I'm using level dupe, Wheeldr is right there by my side, because then he can turn any normal summon monster into a Wheeldr play. Here is the extra deck, got it ready for you. We're using 2 Coral Dragon, 2 Bryonic Dragon, Psyhemoth, absolutely love him, and the brand new Onimaru, seeing tons and tons of play with this great Coral Dragon coming through to us. So like I said, it's all through Wheeldr. We have a natural level 3 of Bird of Calamity. He actually has a mad decent effect too. So when this card is normal summon, you can send 1 SIMORGH card from your deck to the graveyard, except himself. This is the card you're usually going to be sending, SIMORGH Onslaught. It does have an effect of its own. Discard 1 Winged Beast, add 2 SIMORGH monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. So usually most of your SIMORGH are wind. The only one who's not is this boy, Dark. So you're always going to be adding darkness to your hand, but you usually want them in your hand anyway. Now, why are we sending it to the graveyard with our boy Calamity? When you do, you can banish it from the graveyard, target a monster in your hand, reduce its level by 1. Very, very cool. You can only use 1 of its effects per turn, but man, it's pretty awesome, guys. Activate 1. No, sorry, you can only activate 1 card per turn, not 1 of its effects, because there is a combo with 2 of his cards. It's actually just a 2-card combo, guys. You have this Bird of Beginning, you have your SIMORGH Onslaught. What does Bird of Beginning do real quick? When he's normal summoned, you get to normal summon another SIMORGH in your main phase. If this card is in your graveyard and your opponent controls no spell or traps, you can special summon this card in defense position. We are going to be using that. And then we can't do anything except other Winged Beast monsters. Now, I believe this boy does too. If this card is in your graveyard and your opponent controls no cards in their spell or trap card, you can special summon this card in defense position. So they all do that. But the combo with this boy, guys, so you would SIMORGH, send him to the graveyard, send obviously your SIMORGH Onslaught to the graveyard. We would search this boy, Bird of Divinity, and obviously SIMORGH of Darkness. But Bird of Divinity is who we're going to get out, because then we would banish our SIMORGH Onslaught from the grave, lower his level by 1, bring this boy out from the grave, tribute him since he's level 6 for that wind. Then you have first turn 1k damage to your boy. Great stuff. But level dupe is far from just for Wheeldr in this deck. Level dupe's also helping us get to our bigger boys, in that we can normal summon our SIMORGH, Bird of Bringing, search our Darkness, level dupe him to 8. Now we can use Swallow's Nest. Swallow's Nest will tribute 1 face-up Winged Beast, special summon 1 other Winged Beast with the same level. So if we make this boy 8, we can Swallow's Nest. That brings out our SIMORGH Darkness. That brings out our Bird of Ancestry. Whatever one we want. Very cool play. Easy way to get these boys out, when it's usually pretty hard to get them out. But that's just the tip of the iceberg with the little 3-card combos. What I like most is Bird of Beginning and our SIMORGH Onslaught with Bird of Divinity. Bird of Divinity is actually pretty crazy. He can only be tributed with wind. Each player takes 1,000 damage during each of their end phases while this card remains face up on the field. This card's the damage is decreased by 500 for each spell or trap the opponent controls, but it's first turn, so you're guaranteed 1k on your opponent. It's wacky stuff. It's a little complicated. It'll be much clearer in the replays. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here's an Arcana. We're going second. Poor boy's trying to rank up with what's soon to be a ban listed deck. Shame on him. Just trying to get those rank ups real quick, but I'm over here with a SIMORGH deck saying, I don't think so, buddy. You gotta get your 30 card Witchcrafters out of here. He's starting with a Jenny, into a Shemitah, into a Varay. Let's see what you got. Hit us with your best, bro. Using Masterpiece, getting those cards back in his end phase, doing the whole shebang, guys. Only 2 cards in his hand, though. We can work with that. So we're gonna normal summon our Calamity after we top deck that Wheeldr, guys. Throw away that SIMORGH, special summon that Wheeldr. Guess what? Wheeldr's gonna pop her. Absolutely no problem. We go right into the Behemoth because he has use even on an empty field. Hit him for 2400. 1 Varay down. He's gonna use Masterpiece, banish a spell, bring out a Jenny from his deck. I'm not scared of his Jenny. Uses said Jenny, throws away a spell card, brings out Pittori. Pittori with the tuner. That's a Coral Dragon. Going to get around my Behemoth without getting himself banished. Hats off to him. Banishes that Jenny. Brings out a Varay. What has he done, guys? He rebuilt his field right in our face. He's knocked us down to 600 life points. How are we going to come back with this boo-boo hand? How can we do it, guys? What are we going to do? I'm about to show you. So we get another Wheeldr. Guess what? We got more Wheeldr plays, guys. He's going to foolishly think we're relying on our Bird of Beginning. Use his negate. But boy, oh boy, you're about to get hit with our second use of level dupe, guys. It's not just for Swallow's Nest. We also use it for Wheeldr. That's a Bryonic Dragon. Wheeldr himself will destroy Varay, guys. Bryonic, greater than Coral. Swing into our boy. Finish him off. No rank up for you. Great, great stuff, guys. Alright, here's the Zane Truesdale. We're gonna go first. No Slaver mount for our boy. He's all business. Here we go, guys. We got our SIMORGH Onslaught. We get to search our Bird of Beginning. Now we're going to Onslaught that Bird of Beginning, search our Darkness and our Divinity, pass our turn. We could have made a few other plays, but we're going to choose not to. We're going to wait till we get 2 of our SIMORGHs in the graveyard. Use it, throw away that Darkness, search a Calamity, search our last Darkness. SIMORGH's going to use 1. That's all we need to normal summon our Bird of Divinity. When we normal summon Bird of Divinity from a win, that brings out Darkness from the graveyard. I didn't really go over Darkness's effect, but you can tribute summon. If you tribute summon a Darker Wind monster, you special summon this card from the graveyard or hand. When a spell or trap card or effect is activated, you contribute 1 wind wing type beast. As we are here, he tries to Karma Cut us. After he uses his Cyber Style, throws away a Kiteroid, aims for Darkness. Darkness tributes our Bird of Divinity to save himself. Dragon Magic. So that's going to be tough. He can't get over us with his Cyber Twin Dragon. He needs a Cyber End Dragon. Did not get it, obviously, with his Twin first. Dragon Magic shows his End Dragon. Summons his Sway. Now he's going to overload Fusion. Still not going to get it done, guys. It's just a Rampage Dragon. Not enough for the boy. Throws his stuff away with his Rampage. Then commits Seppuku with exact lethal with his Keeper of Dragon Magic. Great, great stuff, guys. Alright, here's a Jesse Anderson. We're going second. Boy's using a purple mount with a plasma sleeve. Pretty interesting. Here we have our Calamity and our Wheeldr. That's the play I love to see. Here we're fighting heroes, guys. So he's going to take a moment to set up his field. Please give him time. He threw away Malicious, bringing out that Malicious. After he brings out an increase with his Ferris, Ferris is going to tribute that Malicious, bring himself out, bring a Vion out. That's the bread and butter, guys. Vion's going to dump another. That's a Celeste. Doesn't want the Poly. Says, no thank you. I want that Celeste in that grave. Here we go. SIMORGH. Set that boy. Search the Divinity. Now, I can normal summon this other Calamity, or I could have normal summoned my Divinity. I'm choosing the Calamity. This way, we get to bring out our Wheeldr, and I mean, Calamity's not, or Divinity's not much use at 2700 versus a hero deck, because they pull out a lot of 2800 monsters. But here, Wheeldr pops the Ferris, Coral Dragon throws away the Darkness, pops a Vion, then swings into the increase. Remember, Darkness still has good use in your graveyard. He can still be special summoned when we choose to normal summon our Bird of Divinity. Now he goes into a Stratos. Stratos into another Ferris. This boy's rebuilding right on us, guys. Ferris brings out a Vion. Not really a great play. Then he goes into a Poly. That's an Adoration. Already has Poly, I guess. Look at that, +2 from this boy. Banishes a Malicious, gets a +2. Hits our poor Coral Dragon, but that gives us a +1. We'll take it straight to the bank with another Wheeldr. Here's boy's gonna mass change his Adoration into an Anki. Thankfully did not have another mass change to finish us off, but we have to win this turn or die trying. We're gonna normal summon our Bird of Beginning. Level dupe right to that Wheeldr once again. Wheeldr, you're the MVP, dog. We're gonna go right into him. That's our Coral Dragon once again. Coral Dragon, throw away our, I don't even know the name of that boy. Come here, you. Bird of Ancestry. Destroy the Yankee. Swing for 2400. That gives him another increase, but it only has 2 cards in his hand, guys. Pulls the second. Has the scoop. Great stuff. Okay, here we are facing an Arcana. Likely to be Witchcrafters, and likely to be the version of Witchcrafters that's about to be ban listed. So people are really just trying to get it in. It totally is. So we're going SIMORGH. Check this play out, guys. SIMORGH, that's our Bird of Beginning. We search our Darkness and Divinity. Now Bird of Beginning is going to hop right back out. We're going to use that Onslaught, lower his level by 1. He's now level 6. That means we can normal summon him from that bird. When you do that, Darkness comes right out. Bird of Divinity hits us both for 1k. What a way to start a duel, guys. Absolutely love it. Our boy draws a card and scoops. Great stuff. Alright, here's a Jesse Anderson. We're going second on the boy. He's using Water Dragon Sleeve. That's pretty cool. I think that was 29 cards. No, that's an even 30. So, we have some Wheeldr plays. We have our Bird of Beginning. We've drawn to a Darkness. We're going to search our Bird of Divinity. He's probably the real boss with that 1k damage. We're level duping him to 8. We're swinging to a Gen X controller. Now we get to use our Swallow's Nest. That brings out our second Darkness. I do have 3 copies. I've considered 3 copies of Darkness to our boy, but it doesn't really work out. Simply, our boy was Christrons, couldn't do anything after losing his Gen X controller, and it's a nice easy scoop. Just a nice quick play of a Swallow's Nest to give you an idea of what it's used for, with a simple level dupe that's aside from the Wheeldr play. Just really puts use to Swallow's Nest, but it doesn't quite make me want 3 Swallow's Nests. I still focus on the SIMORGH Onslaught plays with the special summon from the graveyard for those first turn Divinity birds. That's probably my favorite play outside of all the synchro plays. Now, Darkness has a negate I didn't go over because you're usually never going to see me use it because there's usually not too many monsters just lying around on the field, but it will be useful if you do, and those situations will come up. It's just not like a thing you're doing every duel. So, very cool deck regardless. Very cool little archetype. I don't know what kind of future it holds. I don't know what other kind of boss monsters or just summoning mechanics. It's a little clunky, but still pretty cool and worth the visit. Hope you guys enjoy it.